नहीं ताजा करते ग्लोबल वार्मिंग गुड पॉइंट दारू इसमें वेस्ट नहीं करते सुन ले डार्लिंग पूरी मुर्गी खाते हम टेस्ट नहीं करते
उसका शूज पहना दो यार काई की चल रहा है क्या? Now can they hear us? सुनो, whoever is watching us can listen again.
हाँ उन्होंने बोला कि हमें
हाँ देखेंगे
सुन पा रहे हो? पूरा कैप्टन अमेरिका कॉल।
अच्छा सबके लिए इन्फॉर्मेशन है खाना रेडी है 1:45 के हम लोग निकलेंगे पहले खाना खाना।
What is the time?
1 o'clock exactly
45 minutes
में निकलना है ठीक है तो लंच इज रेडी।
गाइस थोड़ा इधर भी टर्न कर देना।
हेलो आपने खा लिया?
अरे खा लिया हमारी चिंता मत करो।
क्योंकि अगर आप खा लेंगे ना उससे अगर आप फ्री हो जाएंगे जब गाड़ी आ जाएगी आपको
हम लोग सबसे पहले आराम से बैठे
हाँ चलो आप करो आप लोग सारे केक लेते हैं और फिर हम लोग खाना। ओके ओके श्योर।
साथ साथ हम अंदर लंच कर रहे हैं ना।
Okay, look face to face. बस बोल यार इसको बोल
मुंह बंद करके क्या करें?
हम ना हमेशा बात ही करते हैं इसमें आई थिंक 90%
अगर मैं करेंगे तो फेस माय लाइफ।
and I know how to make her smile big so
Oh my.
I told probably इसके बाद हमारे साथ चलेंगे वो लंच करने चले जाएंगे।
Look this side and walk. Yeah. हसाना जरूरी था हसाना जरूरी था खुशी कंट्रोल करके बैठा था जो वीडियो के लगे हुए अपलोड करने के लिए എടാ ജോണ എവിടെ നിർത്തിയാലോടാ അതൊന്നും വെയിലുണ്ടോ ഭയങ്കര ഡാർക്ക് ലൈറ്റ് കറക്റ്റ് ഇപ്പൊ ഇങ്ങോട്ട് നിർത്തിയാ പോരെ പൊക്കി മാറ്റുവാണെങ്കിൽ മാറ്റി വെക്കാം അവിടുത്തെ
Hello Thomas, I'm here at the lawn and it's beautiful what you're doing. But I have one request right now because of the lighting situation. Yeah, because of the lighting situation. The wall less bright position.
अबे दिख रही होगी अच्छा जीजू की डाल के इसलिए डजंट मैटर मैं इसमें अंदर करता हूँ
थोड़ी ब्राइटनेस ऐड करके अच्छी हो जाएगी
हाँ 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 वो गंदी जगह नहीं नींद करता
एक और He did bring some more records.
All the time, man. I know that.
Did you play?
No, not. I played it once, but okay, I'll get it. What happened in Monster Legends?
Basically, they did a collab with him. Nonsense. And then I was actually seeing how to actually get the
मैं टाई से तंग हो गया मेरे को स्कार्फ बहुत स्कार्फ लेते हैं आपका बहुत मतलब आप स्कार्फ ही पहनते हो मेरे को रनिंग को देखा मैं आपके फंक्शन में पहना था आज पहना है मेरे को बढ़िया लगता है खुला रहता है टाई का वो चक्कर की वैसे ही थोड़ा क्या बात है करना पेजर सर
ക്യാമറ ഏകദേശം ഈ റേഞ്ച് തന്നെയുള്ള ഇത് ബേണാണ് കുറച്ച്.
I'll thank you. Yeah, enough. Okay, keep walking. Come faster.
Sorry? No, you can go, no problem. എടാ സിജോ, എടാ ഇത് പിടിച്ചാ, ഇത് പിടി തോമാ, വേവാ കപ്പിലെടുക്കും, വേവാ.
Okay, eyes open, madam. Smile. This side. Okay, you want this side? Knees, feet. Okay. Smile.
മതി.
Water. I'll use these lotions that are giving me a headache. I might fall off.
Okay.
Battery. Rufi! Battery! Battery full
സ്വിച്ച് ചെയ്തോ, വെള്ളം കുടിക്കോ. സ്വിച്ച് ചെയ്തോ.
Okay, how many photographs more? Because I have to start moving people over here. They're all sitting here.
ഇത് മറ്റേ ഇതിന്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ
5 minutes?
കുടിക്കിട്ടാണ് രണ്ടും കറപ്പാണ്ട് തിരിയണ്ടേ.
Okay, we'll do one thing. Anyway, Thomas is not going to remove it. When we come back, we'll do it and I call Thomas. Menace of question. Okay? Sure.
അടാ സ്വിച്ച് ചെയ്തോ.
Wait.
അങ്ങനല്ലേ പറഞ്ഞേ.
അത്രയും പുറകിൽ നല്ലതായിട്ട് നമ്മൾ അറിയണ്ടേ.
ഇത് ഇവള് എന്തായാലും ഗഗൻ ലൈറ്റ് ടേൺ ഗഗൻ. ഓ ഫൈൻ വെരി വെയിറ്റ് ഗഗൻ സോറി. എടാ ഒരു 50 ml ലെൻസ് തന്നെടാ. ആ 50 ml ലെൻസ് തന്നെടാ. ആരെയാ 85 ആ ലെൻസ് വേണടാ. റൂഫി ലെൻസ് 35 എന്തെങ്കിലും. ഗഗൻ മുമ്പിലെ പോർഷൻ
കറക്റ്റ് ആരെങ്കിലും ഓടിപ്പിടിക്കും മുൻവശം ബാക്കിൽ 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 അതാ നിന്റെ ഏതോ ഒരു പയ്യനുണ്ടായിരുന്നു അവനോട് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്ക് ഓക്കെ സോറി ഓക്കെ ഫ്രണ്ട് ഓഫ്
Okay, open. Open with smile, okay? Ready? Close your eyes, close your eyes. Ready? Open with smile.
Nice. Same look.
Okay, good. Close your eyes, close your eyes.
കുറച്ചുകൂടെ ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ട് നമ്മൾ തന്നെ കാണാമല്ലേ ഓൺ വോയിസ് ആണല്ലേ തട്ടിത്താഴം
എന്താ ഓടിയതാ
എപ്പോൾ മണിപ്പോ
അതല്ലേ ഇതിന്റെ ആരാ?
ചോദിക്കുവാണ് ആദ്യം ബിസിനസ് ചോദിച്ചല്ലോ, അതിൽ അപ്ഡേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. ഞാൻ പറയുന്നത് ഷൂട്ടിംഗ് വൈസ് ഇപ്പൊ നമ്മൾ ഈ ഏരിയ ബുക്ക് ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല, നമ്മൾ ഷൂട്ട് ചെയ്യുവാണ്. വൈകുന്നേരം പള്ളി വരുമ്പോൾ അവിടെ നിന്നിട്ട് നല്ല ഷൂട്ടിംഗ് ഉണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ അതിന്റെ അപ്സൈഡ് സോ ദർ നോ എൻട്രി ദിസ്. എനിക്ക് വേറെ ഗസ്റ്റ് ഉണ്ട് പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി. പ്രോപ്പർട്ടി ഗുഡ് മോർണിംഗ്, ഗുഡ് ആഫ്റ്റർനൂൺ. Looking lovely. Looking very lovely.
ഇതിട് പിക്ചറിട് എല്ലാവരും ഭക്ഷണം പോണ്ടേ, ഇപ്പൊ പള്ളിയിൽ പോകാനോ നിങ്ങൾ കഴിക്കും.
All the best. Congratulations to them.
And everybody seated here is welcome with a delightful heart.
Hello everybody. Before we start the ceremony, I would ask everyone to bow their heads for prayer. Let's ask prayer. Our Father in heaven, thank you for giving us this day, Lord. Thank you for blessing this day as our loved ones gather in the name of Johnson's and Gagandeep. As we commence this wedding, may you witness this holy matrimony, and may you bless this as the ceremony continues, Lord. Lord, I have nothing but all praises unto thee, and may you bless everyone who is witnessing this holy ceremony. In these few words, in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Good afternoon, everybody. So excited to be here to witness this wonderful ceremony. So it's been really good, and so is yeah, so happy to have you as a family. Well, I normally make it a point to go and talk to everybody here, so most of you should know me. But for those who don't, I am Manju Moturi, Alfred Moturi's youngest sister.
Yes, I'm Alfred Moturi.
Alfred Moturi is the father of the bride. Will be the father of the bride, but father of the bridegroom. And my sister right there, Esther Moturi. Well, it is my proud privilege to introduce this very handsome bridegroom, Johnson Alfred Moturi, also known as Sonny or John, and I don't know if there are other alliances. Well, Johnson was born in Pune in Maharashtra and has moved to many places, Kolhapur and Vyara and Surat. But his elementary education and high school education, higher secondary education, everything was done in Deacon's Foundation, right from nursery to the 12th grade. Then he went on further to do his bachelor's in engineering in Sarvajanik College of Engineering and Technology. And to add to his academic accolades, he went on to study his postgraduate diploma in International Hospitality Services at La Roche. And Anurag told me, don't say Les Roches. Okay, even though it is spelled like that, it is a La Roche. All right. With all that study and so much more, Johnson at this young age can boast of a very distinguished career. He has worked for Larsen and Toubro, Infotech, Airbus Bangalore, Legato Bangalore, and of course La Roche in Switzerland. He is currently finishing his internship in Lyon, Switzerland. Okay, I got that part right too. Yay. This charming, funny, confident, dependable, fun-loving, what else can I say? Attractive, sharp, handsome young man is multi-talented. You ask him to dance, he'll rock the floor. He can sing and he can, entertain a whole crowd. I know you all have seen him sing and you've seen him dance. And he's a magnet for friends. He kind of attracts a lot of people, yes. And everybody wants to be his friends. From what I have heard is that he has been appreciated as a very caring and, what is that word you said? Yes, they called him a gentleman. Somebody said he was a gentleman in his place of internship, is that it? And he would normally wait for everybody to finish and then go home together. Normally what people do is, as soon as they finish their work, they're like, pack up and go home. But he wasn't that kind. He'd hang around to see everybody was done, and he'd hang around to make sure each person is good, and then he would leave. And everybody appreciated that of him, you know. When we were in high school, when I was in high school, I used to read these very weird books, Harlequin Romance, and Mills and Moons, and stuff like that. I'm sure all of you must have done that. Boys read other stuff, I don't know. But girls will go on to the romantic side and read all these, you know. So when I used to read those books, the girl in the book would be very beautiful, very sweet, very nice, you know, and humble and good looking and all those things. And all of those things I see in Gagan. And she is swept off her feet by a tall, dark, handsome guy, just like Johnson. And to me, I get that very, very nice feeling, you know, just as if this is a fairy tale, just as everything, just like everything is perfect, you know, in such situations. And I just get that feeling that such a beautiful bride and such a handsome guy here. Well, my heart just full of joy. I would cry, I don't know. Emotions all in there. All I want to say is, Johnson and have a nice life together. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I'm Gagandeep, the elder sister of the bride, and I'm here to say a few words for Gagan. Gagandeep called the second child in our family, and mommy really called her Tina. She was really calm and quiet since childhood. Unlike other children, she did not have any demands from them. Fortunately, we have been blessed to grow up in a joint family where abundance of love and care was always pouring on us. Our entire time was spent running around our house and having endless laughter and sitting with our grandparents who showered us with so much of love that still resides in all of us today. Like I said, Tina was never a demanding child. It takes me back to the time when we used to go shopping with our parents. And I would be so excited looking for new stuff, new toys. However, Tina would just simply stand in a corner quietly with a usual calm smile on her face. And Papa pushing her, "Beta, what do you want? Anything you like, pick it up." And she always used to say sweetly, "Mujhe kuch nahi chahiye." Tina completed her schooling, college and further studies in Delhi. College made her a great change in her personality. Now she was vivid, vocal, adventurous, confident and ingenious. I remember she topped in her class and bagged her first job at Convergence. We all got so emotional and felt so proud of her that she finally becoming a wonderful person that she always meant to be. Sorry, I had a call. After 3 years of working experience, she moved to Bangalore and was the first among all the siblings who took a big step of moving out of the house. We feel so proud of her today. She living her independent life so effortlessly and gracefully. Her first profession trip to France made us so much more excited than her. And I remember Mama flaunting her success all the time. Needless to say that we are also proud of her achievements. She has always been so kind, gentle, beautiful person inside out, soft-spoken, highly loved member of our family. We wish her and John for a better, bright, happy future ahead. And we wish all the happiness for this wonderful journey that they are going to embark upon. The only thing I would like to ask, I could request John, that she ever gets tear rolling on her cheeks, that should always be of happiness. Thank you guys for listening so patiently, and we are missing our dear ones who could not be here at the ceremony. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you.
Good afternoon, everybody. At the outset, I want to apologize for the delay. अगर हिंदी में कहूँ, माफी चाहता हूँ for the delay. थोड़ा बहुत शेड्यूल में फर्क हुआ है. 2 बजे का चॉकआउट किया था, लेकिन अभी 3 बज रहे हैं. I really apologize. माफी चाहता. Now, before we begin the actual service of the wedding ceremony, I want to introduce to you Dr. Edison Samraj, a very close friend of mine, a minister of the gospel. The Seventh-day Adventist organization is a huge organization. It's a worldwide organization. The headquarters is at Hosur, 61 kilometers away from Bangalore city towards Tamil Nadu. He is presently heading, he is the director of Health, the Ministry of Health, the Seventh-day Adventist Ministry of Health. And I feel so proud to have him here. Indeed, it's a privilege to have him. Dr. Edison Samraj, the great orator, and we are rather blessed and privileged to be listening to him this afternoon. Dr. Edison Samraj, we want to welcome you, sir, and we will all be inspired by the words of wisdom and the spiritual understanding that you have. Thank you so much. God bless you, sir, and God bless the congregation.
I want to thank Dr. Alfred for his words of introduction, and I want to thank all of you for your presence and participation today. We have gathered here in the sight of God and in the presence of these witnesses to unite these two wonderful lives through the ordinance of holy wedlock. This union is to form a nucleus of a new home which God intends shall be a miniature heaven on earth. And as a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ, it is my responsibility to open the word of God to everyone, especially to the bride and the groom. And before I do that, I want to say a word or two about the introductions that were made. And it was very heartwarming to see Sister Manju talking about the bridegroom in such explicit and transparent terms, the warmth in which she spoke, and the depth that came from the heart, that was very warm. And you have a wonderful aunt who has understood you in and through, and that gives you a great sense of joy. And when the elder sister introduced her loving sister, she was giving all adjectives, and I was not able to count the number. It was indeed a pleasant feeling to listen to a sister speaking about a sister. Normally there is sibling rivalry. And I'm quite sure you never fought with your sister. But this is a wonderful moment to see how a sister can give a tribute on the wedding day. You are very fortunate to have a wonderful elder sister. And I think it's a wonderful thing to listen to what she has to say. I had a brief encounter with the Kaur family this morning, introduced by Dr. Alfred. Very warm and wonderful father-in-law and mother-in-law. Yes. And warmer than the sun. So it's beautiful, and I'm very happy that both of you have decided to give your daughter to this wonderful young man. But let's now go to the serious business of opening the Word of God. It's not my words. It's words coming from the divine mind. So it's not for you to shun it and give a deaf ear to it. Today is a very historic moment. Dr. and Mrs. Alfred and his dear children and your children, it's a special moment. It's a historic moment. It's a special moment for me because it's probably an interesting coincidence that I am officiating a wedding in a church that is not the Seventh Adventist church. So, nevertheless, I have a license to marry anybody, anywhere in India. So that gives me the privilege by the government of India to do that performance with legal standing. So today, I want to take you to a journey of truth. The holy matrimony is one of the greatest blessings God has given to the human race. Do you believe that? Yes. Yes. And the Creator Himself ordained this wedding. It was God who gave Adam to Eve. God, no ordinary person. He is the supreme intelligence of the universe. Some people call the God particle. We're not going into the particle physics here. But He is God who initiated a plan, instituted the nucleus of a society, and He called that marriage. And you and I today are on the threshold of a beginning of a new home that is going to have that experience of a miniature heaven. You know what's a miniature heaven? A miniature heaven means you have an experience of heaven right here and now through the institution of marriage. The marriage institution comes to man with sweet fragrance. Now, can you please share these flowers with me for a while? Look at these flowers. I don't know whether it's real or not, but all flowers are fragrant. And today, marriage is symbolized with the fragrance of every flower that blooms in the earth. Thank you. And the fragrance that comes out of every flower should be the fragrance of your home. Darling and Johnson. Every time you open the door of your house, smell the roses, smell the tulips, smell that beautiful fragrance in your home, that it will become a miniature heaven. Since man has been on the earth, he has sought the happiness of this holy relationship. You know, today, marriage is the most attacked institution. Did you know that? Marriage is the most devalued institution. People don't respect the sanctity of marriage. And therefore, there is emotional disturbance, there is problems in the home, there is distrust, there are so many complications because we are not expected to come away from it. There is a sanctity of marriage being violated. So to you, Johnson and Gagan, am I pronouncing your word correctly? I want you to know this most fundamental thing. If you maintain the sanctity of marriage as God ordained it, you will have a fantastic journey of togetherness. And that journey will be punctuated with no question marks, but with exclamation of ecstasy, exclamation of fulfillment, exclamation of satisfaction, an exclamation of that wonderful fragrance that every flower can give. Our Father in heaven has also reminded us today that this wedding state is to help you, Gagan and Johnson, to understand it is also a privilege to be married and also a responsibility attached. You know, some people, young people, like to have fun. Fun is okay. That's okay. But along with that fun is a sense of responsibility. Now you are a husband. Now you are a wife. Don't underestimate the meaning of husband. Don't underestimate the meaning of a wife. It's a fantastic definition. Because when you assume your role, you know the focus you must give to the headship of the home. You know the focus to give as a wife to the husband. Many people forget that. As soon as they get married, they think they know it all, they forget the roles, and they roll down. I don't want you to roll down. I want you to role model. Don't roll down, role model. Role model as a perfect wife. Role model as a perfect husband. So know your privileges and responsibilities. And the second part is a very interesting part. Know the purposes of God. You know, many people have discovered so many things in their lives. They have gone to the moon. They have gone to the deepest ocean depths. But today man has not understood the purpose of God in your life. I want to ask both Johnson and Gagan. Have you ever asked the question to yourself, what is the purpose of my life? If you have not asked that question, I ask you this very day. What is the purpose of your life? Several people I come in touch with internationally as a peace ambassador that I am working for the United Nations. I travel to 153 countries. And every time I come in touch with a person who is young and who is dynamic and who has a sense of direction, I ask this question. What is the purpose of your life? They turn to me and say, sir, nobody asked this question to you. I ask this fundamental question because if you don't have a purpose of life, if you don't have a focus in life, if you don't have a perspective in life, if you don't have a direction in life, your marriage will fall apart. Because you will go this direction and he will go that direction. There is a unity of purpose that brings that journey fragrant and beautiful. So, I want to offer you some imperatives. You know what's an imperative? An imperative is not negotiable. An imperative is something that is not questionable. It is unquestionably accepted because if you want this journey to be fragrant, if you want this journey to be satisfying, if you want the journey to be fulfilling, then the first imperative is your relationship to God decides how you will treat Gagan and how you will treat Johnson. Don't tell me, Pastor, I am smart. Don't teach me. I know how to teach. I know how to treat Johnson. I have enough brains. And you may say, Johnson, I am working in the aeronautical field. I know every mechanics. I know how to teach. Don't tell me, Pastor, what to teach. I know how to deal with it. But that is the problem. The man who thinks he knows everything is in deep waters. And by the authority of the Word of God, and as a psychologist myself, I want to tell you both. If you want your marriage to be successful, know who your God is. And my God is a loving God. And He loves me unconditionally. When I know that, there is an impact on my behavior with one another. So if I know God is so loving, if I know God is so unconditional to me, then I become unconditional to my husband. I become unconditional to my wife in relationship to my love. If you depend upon your own love, you know what that love is? Selfish love. Johnson, pay attention to what I'm saying. If you depend upon human love is short-lived, selfish, self-focused, and self-destructive. Whereas, if divine love is born in your heart, Gagan, if divine love is born in your heart, there is a spontaneous response to exhibit that unconditional love to Gagan and unconditional love to Johnson. So the impact it makes Gagan and Johnson, when you know who God is, will help you to treat one another with respect, dignity and love. So that's the first imperative. The second imperative is an important one. I see a lot of senior mothers and fathers seated here. I do not know your background. I can talk about my background. I can talk about Dr. Alfred's background. The moment I started my home, I have 2 children by the way, the first thing that we did, we established a family altar. What does that mean? Establishing a family altar is the second imperative. Gagan, I hope you have photographic memory. I hope you have photographic memory today. That you remember what I have to say. Otherwise, I have got something to show you. I'm going to give you as a gift today. This will help you as object lesson. Remember, sometimes when pastors speak, they listen to this here and listen and push it out that side. At that point, you have missed all the points. And that's the point.